God is telling a story. It's a story of dark struggles and deep needs meeting deep hope and amazing grace. It's the story of God and his people. It's a story of our wandering, our weakness, our want. And it's a story of God's faithfulness, his strength, his smile. In Genesis, God created everything for his glory and mankind in his image, and he chose a special people for himself. After he chose them, he made a covenant with them that only he could truly keep. Then he kept it. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in his providence, preserved his people through famine in a foreign land. He used injustice in the life of Joseph to bring his people life in Egypt. But this injustice was only the beginning. The story continued. The Bible says in Exodus 1:8, a new king who did not know about Joseph came to power in Egypt. And then in verse 11 it says, so the Egyptians assigned taskmasters over the Israelites to oppress them with forced labor. The people of God became the slaves of Pharaoh. They were oppressed with beatings and bitter lives and work they were not strong enough to do. Their story was marked by captivity, slavery, and tears. And so Exodus 2:23 says, the Israelites groaned because of their difficult labor, and they cried out, and their cry for help because of the difficult labor ascended to God. They cried. They cried because they were oppressed. They cried because they were trapped in their hurt. They cried because they were not strong enough to save themselves. So they cried. They cried, and God heard, because God always hears. They cried, and God heard, because God keeps his covenant. God heard. But God didn't just hear, he helped. God sent a deliverer, a Hebrew rescuer, a baby born in the midst of a suffering people, prepared to lead them to the promised land. And in Exodus 3, verses 14 and 15, God speaks. God spoke to Moses even as Moses cried out in fear. You see, Moses was not a perfect rescuer. Moses was not powerful. He was not comfortable. He was not even capable on his own. But God planned to rescue his people, and God said to him, this is what you are to say to the Israelites. I am has sent me to you. The Lord, the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent me to you. God said to Moses, you want to know who is sending you? I am is sending you. I am. God was saying, you may not be confident. You may not be powerful. You may not be capable, but I am. I am the great I am. It really only matters what I am. And I am for my people. I am the existing one. I am eternal. I am immutable. I am inexhaustible. I am necessary. I am near. I am sending a rescuer. And so he did. The great I am listened to the cries of his children. God sent a rescuer to the people he loved. And one day he would do it again. One day he would send another rescuer. One day he would send another Hebrew baby born in the midst of a suffering people, prepared to lead them to the promised land. But this rescuer would be perfect and powerful and capable and complete. This rescuer would say to the world in John 8:58, truly I tell you, before Abraham was, I am.